Hello everybody, my name's Corey Paskevich and I'm an Emerald Leader here with AdvoCare. And for some of you guys that might not mean a whole lot, which really it's not that important. But what I want to do here is share something with you guys that's been on my heart for a while now. I want to share my very first success school. Okay, and I know a lot of people, you may be on the fence right now, so I just want to share my experience with everything. And I guess I can honestly say, my very first success school has been the best decision, of my AdvoCare journey. Because I can honestly say that, I would not be where I am today had I not gone to that very first success school. But going back to that, like I said, a lot of you guys you're pretty skeptical about going, you're on the fence, maybe you have plans coming up that weekend, maybe you're not really sure if you should even go or if it's going to benefit you. And you know what? I was in your same shoes, back then. It was a couple years ago with my very first one, and I was on the fence. And basically my attitude going into it was, I told my mentor and good friend, I'm like, why can't you just go and come back and tell me everything you learned? And honestly, looking back at it now after I'd gone to that very first success school and every other one since, that's probably one of the dumbest things that I could have said. But, I had no idea at the time. I really didn't know because I didn't go. I didn't experience everything that I've learned there. But the other big concern I had, one of my other big holdups was, I had done a job as working as an electrician, and we were working mandatory overtime. And at the time, it was kind of right when the economy was kind of falling apart. There's over 300 electricians, and they were laid off. And I remember knowing a couple of guys that were laid off for a year, and there's still 300 people ahead of them. Our union hall was telling people to go look for different jobs and different careers because they had no work. So for me, we're working mandatory overtime. For me to take off, they looked for reasons to lay people off because they had a whole list of people that they could bring in. So I was very hesitant, very skeptical to do that. And I guess really it came down to two things. Remember my friend telling me, or actually my friend asked me, he's like, have I ever steered you wrong before, when I told you to do something with AdvoCare? And I thought about that, and honestly, he never has. Everything he told me to do always benefited me, it benefited my team, it helped other people out. So I was like, okay, can't really say anything bad about that. But the other thing I knew was, okay, there's 300 people that are laid off, and in order for me to change and set myself up so I don't have to be one of those statistics, I needed to change. And I looked at it and I said, what are all these other successful people in AdvoCare doing? If I want to be successful with it, I got to do what they're doing. So it's basically the week before Success School, I made the decision to go, ended up booking my hotel, flight, all that. And basically, after that Success School, I caught a bigger vision. I learned so many different nuggets and trainings. You can't even describe it. The words can't. You really cannot describe it. But here's what I know. Coming out of that first Success School, I ended up pinning silver between 1 to 2 months after that. And basically what that did is it built my income up to pay my mortgage and pay my car payment, and kind of set me up for success. And basically a year later, I replaced my electrical income with AdvoCare. In 2 years, paid off $90,000 of debt with AdvoCare's Debt Buster program that they give away for free. And currently, we average, last month we made about $12,000 with AdvoCare. Our best month this year has been $15,000. And I'm actually getting married tomorrow. And what it's allowed us to do and our family to do is, my future wife, she doesn't have to get a full-time job now. And our goal, we want to start a family right away. So she can be at home and, raise our kids when we do have them. It allowed me to cut my hours down now for my full-time job. And, it's changed so many lives, not just for us personally, but many people on our team. We have stay-at-home parents, work-from-home parents. We have people that have got out of stress-free jobs, paid off over hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt, because of our decision to go to that first success school. So it really wasn't just about us and about us going, but how many other families that we've helped along the way as well. Because if we didn't decide to go there, I wouldn't be making this video trying to help you guys out. We wouldn't have helped so many people on our team. like I said, guys, I can't really explain, everything that happens there. I mean, it's amazing. You're going to get some of the best training and nuggets from top leaders, from doctors, and the things you learn there are going to propel your life, your business, your team to a whole new level. It's your one shot, your one opportunity to really do something powerful for yourself and your family. I mean, you owe it to yourself to go, find a way. There's a lot of different things set up in place to help make it easier for you guys. So my recommendation, find a way to get there, guys. It will truly be life-changing, and you will not regret your decision to go. So I hope that helps, guys. If you're on the fence, like I said, do it. Take my word from it, and you'll be blessed. All right? Have a great day, everybody.